A Journey to Trust by Michelle Anderson. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41, verse 10. I can still remember my feelings that day in July, when my life's peace began to unravel. My mother, a single mother of 2 children, had always been the rock of our family. Being from the West Indies, she possessed a strong, independent will that had always amazed me. I can only remember a few times growing up when I saw her cry or even express helplessness. As a retired nurse, she valued her independence and lived alone in Toronto, Canada, while my sister and I had immigrated to the United States. She visited often, but despite our many attempts to convince her to relocate closer to us, she would adamantly protest and express her desire to remain alone. This was a constant source of stress, as I knew she was getting older and constantly worried about her getting sick and being alone at home with no help in an emergency. Well, on this particular day, my nightmare became a reality. As my sister and I were visiting Maryland one weekend, we called our mother to update her since she couldn't join us. I still remember how my body reacted to her voice when she answered the phone, as she sounded weak and faint. She told us she was not feeling well, and I could hear the fear in her voice, which I had never heard before in all my years growing up. She explained that something was not right with her and that she hadn't been able to eat for 3 days. My insides tensed as I imagined her at home, helpless and afraid. After praying with her, worry began to overwhelm me. At that moment, I could only focus on the logistics of her getting to the hospital, and I started frantically making plans to get to her as quickly as possible. The thought that nagged at me all evening was, how can I even sleep knowing that my mother is in need and I can't help her? At some point that night, my then 5-year-old son turned and said, "Mommy, don't be afraid. God will take care of Nana. Just trust him." Immediately, I recognized this not as my son's words, but as God's. I knew I needed to access the biblical emergency line, which are scriptures that contain the help required. The scripture that kept me that day and in the days to come was the text for today, Isaiah 41, verse 10. Whatever your emergency, God promises to hold you or your loved one in His hand, precisely His right hand, which is a place of strength and authority, a symbol of God's presence, protection, and blessing. This reminds us that He can handle our crisis while keeping us safe and secure. You can exchange your fear for faith today.